Alright, I want to do a quick video on local church Bible publishers. I have several examples here. I know a lot of people on the Facebook page on Bible Design blog have purchased them, and they are gaining some notoriety in that circle, so I felt it would be good to do a video. And so I'll start with this one. This is a hand-sized 3-piece calfskin Scofield. And I don't know if you can see the grain in this lighting, but it's got a pretty nice grain. But what I really dig about this Bible is the cover is so soft that you can actually take it and roll it like this. Okay, boom. And then just smooth it right back out. It's amazing. Very nice cover on this Bible. And they're all stitched on the edge and underneath it, you know, so it will never really come apart. Leather lined, of course, or I wouldn't have been able to roll it like I just did. And the same thing that R.L. Allen does is what they do. From what I can tell, it's like a piece of the leather cover is up under here, and they just glue the paper to it. And the next piece of paper is glued to that one. So it's basically a similar design in the cover. Like I said, this is the hand size. It has the family history section in the front. And being that this is the Scofield, they have classic King James study Bible with Scofield notes. I don't know if that's why they do that, but anyway. Basically your standard Scofield layout, if you're familiar with it. The paper is pretty thick. There's not much ghosting on it. Let's see if I can find the page I want to turn to here. Matthew. There we go. So it's you see on the reverse, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not very much ghosting on it. It's pretty nice. Good paper quality. I think $50 is what I paid for this Bible, and with shipping, and they only ship UPS, so you're going to pay $10 for shipping. So whatever the price is on their website, just add $10 to it. So I think $60 I paid for this Bible. There's your maps, and that's pretty much it. They got a couple of blank pages in the back, and pretty standard. All their Bibles have Holy Bible, Authorized King James, and Church. I mean, every one you get is going to have that. This has the raised bands, the hubs on the spine, and then it's calfskin. And all their other ones, top grain Cowhide, and the basic series doesn't have the raised hubs, but there's that one. And here is the same Bible, one piece calfskin. It has tan thread along the edges, so it's a little more pronounced. I bought this one for my son a couple of years ago, and it's got the same soft cover, calfskin. You can roll it up, smooth it out. It's great. Same identical Bible, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing it to you. All the church Bibles come with 2 ribbon markers. They're not very long, but like I said, for $50 plus shipping, it's not a bad deal. And I must say that you know, if you really don't, if you're hesitant about spending the money on an R.L. Allen, I would say that this is the very excuse me, the next one I would get would be Church Publishers. I recommend them highly. And here's an example of their top grain Cowhide. As you can see, the spine is different. I personally like their top grain Cowhide a little better because I think they do a lot better job with the stitching. They tend to, I don't know, spend attention to detail, I guess, on the top grain. I don't know if it's because it's easier to manipulate or whatever, but I just noticed the little minor things like that. So it's got a nice leather lined. This blue, this is also one I bought for my son. He thought the blue would be awesome, you know, and it looks nice. It's a little stiff for my taste, and he doesn't really use it much either. He likes this one better. So this kind of sits in the box, but he does break it out from time to time. Exact same text block, it's just not as flexible because it's not been used. but I think this was $45. So, you know, $45, you know, wow. And this one is my personal favorite church publisher's Bible. This is a one-piece calfskin, and this is their large print. So just straight text, no notes, no references, nothing. And if you get any size Bible from them, they're going to have the translators to the reader, the entire document, the entire 18, I think it's 18 pages worth in here. So they're going to have that, and then the epistle directory to King James. So they have that included in all their Bibles except for the hand-sized Scofield. So, and I think this one was, I want to say 55. I think it's going for $57 now. So you figure $67 with the shipping and all, and you got a calfskin Bible that you can. I was going to show you the title page, the New Testament. Pretty basic. They don't really add a lot to their stuff, but I like, you know, it's real bold the way they do the title pages. I think that's very nice. I think this is 12 point. Not quite as bold as a long primer, but if you have vision problems or you just like a nice big text to read, this is a good Bible. You know, it's a little bigger than the hand size, obviously, but you can hold it comfortably. It does flop. It's a very floppy Bible. Very, very soft. Very nice. Good quality all the way around. I have no complaints. I've had this one for nearly 2 years, I think. So there's your large print. And here I have the red mid-size Scofield. And the deal with the mid-size Scofield is they use the same size text block, I guess, as the hand-size Scofield. They just give you some extra margin. But the paper quality on this is far and away better, in my opinion, than the paper in the hand-sized Scofield. It has 2 ribbon markers and they're red. So this is a red Bible. I mean, but it's a lot thicker leather. It's real soft though. It's the same, you know, roll it up like that and smooth it back out. So it's real soft. I have noticed though, as I've used it, that the oil from my hands and I guess dirt from my hands has permanently gotten on the spine. So that's something you might want to consider prior to purchasing a red Bible or any light colored Bible, because that's something that you might have to contend with if you're going to use it. But I've really gotten quite a bit of use out of this. This is the Bible I take most of my notes in. So there it is for those of you who are wondering what the red church publisher's Bible looks like. They have this color available in just about every text block they offer. This one is the note takers. You got one column for text and one column for notes, and a lot of people really like this one. I think it's a 9-point print, so it's not too small, not too big, and it has the same, it's got the family history in the front. It's got the translators to the reader, and they all have the same maps in the back. You know, nothing real fancy, but at the same time, you know, this Bible could easily go for $150, I would say, or more. I mean, it's a nice thick piece of calfskin right there, and you got the raised spine, hubs on the spine. And there's your calfskin, one-piece calfskin note-taker Bible. And here is an example of the bilingual, and this is actually their basic series. So this is the standard Cowhide Bible. It's just got Cowhide, and I know you probably can't see it. Cowhide in the front. It's not as flexible. It's still flexible, don't get me wrong. It's not calfskin flexible. It tends to hold it, it'll smooth right back out. Real thick, real sturdy, lasts forever probably. Probably drop it from a building. But it's got, you know, this is the bilingual, so it's got the Spanish and the English side by side. Kind of interesting. for those of you who require that. So, you know, basically the same Bible. Whatever Bible you get from church publishers, there's not much variation. You know, you're getting the same quality no matter. I think this Bible was $40 or $45. I can't remember. So, you know, 40, 45, 55. I think there's maybe $10, $15 difference in all their Bibles, depending on which style you like. Here is the green goatskin Bible. I don't think they offer this one anymore, but I wanted to show it. It is lined in bonded leather, so it tends to be a little stiffer. But it has a nice grain. It looks good. Nice green color. You know, it has that gilt line around it. It's pretty decorative. And it's a different text. This is plain text. It has absolutely no notes whatsoever. So it's pretty thin. It's not a real thick Bible. Real decent size. You know, what I would consider a good hand-sized Bible. Unlike the note takers and the mid-sized Scofield, these are pretty sizable Bibles here. And so is this large print. I mean, it's, you know, sizable Bible. But a lot of people prefer larger Bibles. You know, some people like those little teeny tiny ones. So thank goodness we have options in America, huh? Well, Church Publishers also offers the large print Scofield, and this is not a Church Publishers. This is actually in Oxford. But I just wanted to show you just how big, you know, a large print Scofield would be. So I know Church Publishers offers these for $50 for people who love the Scofield or like the Scofield and they want a large print Scofield. There you go. I know I bought this one I think 5 years ago from this is in Oxford, and I thought I was getting the best at the time, and that's really what led me to start looking for high quality Bibles. You got the paper inside, it's starting to come up already, and I only used it a short time before I shelved it. I mean, it's got the quote-unquote overcasting, but as you can see, the pages are starting to come out, and it's got the overcasting line right there, but it didn't do much good, apparently. I didn't know anything about overcasting back then, so it has it. But after I got this one and paid $80 for it, I figured, well, why not try a $50 Bible and see if it's just as good. And I bought this one first. Really impressed with this one. So that's what got me started on this journey. I've spent so much money on Bibles, and I've given so many away, because just like anything else, when you find a product that you really like, you want to let other people know about it. So that's partially why I'm making this video. But I hope this has been helpful. I just wanted to introduce you to local church Bible publishers. They're very nice. They are a ministry, so they do offer all their Bibles at cost. So what you're buying is what it costs them to make it. So if you want to donate to them so they can continue on, you know, that would probably be great. And one more quick thing before I go, I just wanted to show this Tyndale's New Testament. I got this off Amazon. Yeah, I don't know how many of you care about the Tyndale's Bible, but I kind of like it, so I bought this one. This is the hardback, obviously. I think I paid $35. It's decent, but you know, it's pretty big. I like reading it. I like his notes. It's got all of his notes in it, and of course, it's written in updated English. But pretty good stuff. If you like William Tyndale and his contribution to our Bible. I think that he's one of the great martyrs of of the Reformation. So I just wanted to share that with you and just let everybody know it's out there. Look at Amazon. But anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and God bless. Maranatha.